Hi guys! So we're still on a lockdown and I believe we're on week 7. Well, who's counting, right? I literally stopped counting because sometimes it gets to you. I was talking to my daughter and I said, I need a pick-me-upper. And she goes right away, Mom, why don't you bake cookies? And I said, I'm not a baker. But Mom, I promise you, you will discover the joys of baking. And true enough, what absolute joy to bite into a freshly made cookie, right? So what I'm going to share with you today is chewy coconut oatmeal cookies. I have a cheat sheet here because I'm telling you I'm not really a baker, but my sincere hope is that this cookie recipe will be added to your favorites. All right, let's start baking. First things first, we set the oven at 350. Then line your baking sheet with parchment paper. I'm using a reusable one, which I love. All right, let's talk about the ingredients. First and foremost, the coconut oil. I love butter, but coconut oil in this recipe enhances this cookie. I just love the scent that it lends. Then we have the white sugar and brown sugar. Room temp egg. I wasn't able to take my egg out early, so in order to achieve a room temp, I immersed it in warm water. Of course, all-purpose flour, which I pre-sifted. And then we have the baking soda, baking powder, then a pinch of salt, vanilla, of course, to make it really fragrant, and then oats. And then we have the shredded coconut. All right, we're all set to do the fun part. I don't know with you, but the sight of an electric mixer makes me giddy. So let's start with the first step by creaming our coconut oil, brown sugar, and white sugar. Cream them together in medium speed. Now, turn it to low and add the egg. Till it's incorporated. And then now we add the baking powder and then the baking soda and pinch of salt. Then vanilla, because anything with vanilla tastes so good, right? Now we add in the flour. Now let's add the oats and the desiccated coconut. Do not over mix the dough. It's a little crumbly and it's fine. Also, you can use your hand at this point. I love the feel of the dough and it's therapeutic even, right? Now let's mold the cookies. In doing so, I love to use an ice cream scooper. Just a small one, like this. I think I bought this at the dollar store. I'm cheap that way. I love using a scooper because A, it makes it so easy than using a spoon. B, the size will be uniform. And C, the cookies will be cooked uniformly. And because our dough is a little dense, let's press it down with a fork. There we go. Now we're ready to bake them at 350 degrees for about 10 to 13 minutes. Okay, Google, set timer for 13 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
Okay, Google, cancel timer. I said, okay, Google, set timer for 13 minutes.
All right, I changed it to 13 minutes.
Google can't understand my Filipino accent. But after a few minutes, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! It's done. These nuggets of joy is fresh from the oven. Okay, so we leave it here for another 2 minutes and then transfer it to a cooling rack and then transfer it to a safety place to guard it off from cookie monsters. So there you go, guys. Now let me show you. It's brown on the edges. And then as I crack it, look how chewy that is. Nothing beats the joy of having a freshly baked cookies. And I'm telling you, the smell is lovely over here in my kitchen. If only I could bottle that up and send them over to you. Or better yet, maybe I could send these cookies to you guys to taste. Or why don't you make some at home? Thank you, Heather, for inspiring me. Mommy made it. And also, Maxine, thank you for the beautiful cake stand. Until then, this is Malou saying, that's a wrap.